number of failures along the way lead to catastrophic failure.
If that voice is inside of me, you'll see it in my body language.
Having smart people around you can give you a lot of reality check.
My mantra is finite heartbeats, infinite possibilities.
How do you feel when you are part of something bigger than yourself?
I'm trying to think about this in this context that we talked about on the academy a few weeks ago about this idea of passion. You know, people say, "Oh, be passionate, do what your passion is," and I have an issue with that generally because I think, you know, I think a lot of times it guides people towards the wrong things to do. I'm for loving what you do, even if it's not, you know, hey, I do my job, even if I don't, if it wasn't something that was my why, but if I love it, at least there's some level of enjoyment in doing what I'm doing it, and it gets better and I get good at it. But is this is the passion driven by the why,
If I could,
or they have nothing to do with each other?
it's related. I'll paraphrase a quote from John Lewis, the congressman from Atlanta, who was one of the early pioneers of the civil rights movement. He said many people are like fireworks. They come in, they go all over the place, they burst, they have all this energy, and then you turn around and it's just a pile of ashes. And he said about himself, I prefer a pilot light. It never burns too bright, it never burns too low, it never goes out. And for me, that's the difference between purpose and passion.
Got it.
Passion is, for me, is a firework. Purpose is a pilot light that is always on and always clear, that it can be turned up and it can be turned down as needed.
But by the way, you know, the word passion comes from a Latin word called passio, I believe.
I didn't know that.
Which was originally defined in the times of Christ as as something that reflects um, not pleasure but pain, suffering. So it translates to suffering in a way, which is interesting.
And it can be, if it's overused.
And it can be.
It can become pain because
And it can be.
we went too far with our emotions.
So tell me about this why thing. So I have a belief that people work, people buy for a reason. Now, it may not necessarily be the why, but it could be the why is an influencer. Meaning, I buy a car, I buy a Ferrari, you don't buy a Ferrari. I buy an iPhone, you buy a Samsung. I buy, right? I like to go to this coffee place, you like to go to Starbucks. So we have some reasonings that we buy, and it's not the company selling, it's us buying. That's a company doesn't make revenue. I give them revenue as the buyer. Right? So there's this illusion that, oh, I have a sales force and then no, if you have the right thing, they're gonna buy because they want it.
Yes.
The same thing applies to employees, partners, the society that we live in, and the investors we have and all that. So on the employee side, we think that we give somebody a job description and we say it's $100,000 or 123,000 and whatever, but they take the job based on their own set of reasonings. They take it because rent is due. They take it because they'd like to get away from home and move to California. They take it because they have a sick kid and the benefits package looks good. They take it because it has options, and they think they take it because they love the mission. They take it for their own reason. So the fact that you have in this job description, hey, you have to achieve this KPI and this productivity is what you expect. But that's not what they signed up for. They signed up for whatever they signed up for. They decide at 5 o'clock or 7 o'clock, do they go home? At 10 o'clock at night, do they think about the business and more creativity? They decide that. They have no control over it. So do you think that those things, the reasons, are they linked to the why? Or they're separate from the why?
It's for me, it's somewhat separate when you're just signing up to do it. It's the difference between a job and a career and a
Yeah.
purpose. And
Uh-huh.
yes, we do have to get the work that we need to pay for our costs. And many companies, some of the brands that you've mentioned, are very good at making us believe that we need something. Where really all they're driving at is that they're making us want to believe that we need this. For me, when it comes to purposeful work, it's something that I really want to do, and I feel inside I need to do this. Because for me, I'm purpose-driven. So I'm not answering the question directly, because it's such a broad challenge when we're trying to drill down to the need of the individual.
So let me try to see if I can.
So let me use this in real time. In real time, I wasn't able to make sense of what you were saying. For whatever, it didn't work. So I didn't have clarity. So I couldn't answer the question in a way that made sense to you. Does that make sense? So
Yep, absolutely.
Around it different ways, just because I'm repeating myself, but that's what happened.
No, and that's important, because if you are able to connect to who you are and what you're trying to do.
Thanks for watching. You can catch the full Expert Circle sessions through the links in the description or the pinned comment below. And if you found this helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I'll see you inside the Academy.